more fun to learn.
Hi, I'm Teacher Mirna. Welcome to our Health 7 class. Are you ready to learn? That's great! Come on, let's get started. For the first lesson, we will discuss the dimensions of health. We have the physical health, social health, mental intellectual health, moral spiritual health, and environmental health. But wait, we should define what is health. Can you give me the meaning of health? Very good. Health is the condition of the body, mind, and relationship. In other words, it is a combination of your physical, mental, and emotional, as well as social health. Becoming healthy means striving to be the best you can be at any given time. Can you differentiate the different health dimensions? Fantastic! Physical health refers to the well-being of an individual. It means that you can do your daily tasks without getting tired and undue fatigue.
Fasten your seatbelt as we are going to listen to the lecture about physical health, after which you will take down examples. What is physical health? Physical health is one of the 8 interconnected components of total health and wellness. Physical health refers to the state of your physical body and how well your physical body is operating due to the interconnected nature of health. Physical health powerfully influences and impacts the other components of health. For example, when you don't sleep well or get enough hours of sleep, your ability to function at work deteriorates, thus influencing your occupational well-being. Another example is the connection between mental and emotional health. How I feel about my physical body greatly impacts my self-esteem and self-confidence, which can lead to low mental health like each of the elements of health. It is vitally important that you create physical healthy habits. Habits include living an active lifestyle. This goes beyond working out on a regular basis and connects to being active whenever possible. For example, taking the stairs instead of the elevator, eating and drinking a well-balanced diet, regular physical fitness and intentional hygiene practices, and disease prevention. Overall, strengthening physical health is vital to well-being as the state of our physical body lays the foundation for many aspects of well-being. Now it's time for you to intentionally build physical health by taking this information and creating healthy habits in your own life.
These are some physical health examples. Eating a balanced diet, getting adequate sleep and rest, drinking enough water, practicing cleanliness and good grooming habits, getting regular medical and dental checkup, avoiding harmful substances such as tobacco, alcohol, and drugs of abuse. Let's take up mental intellectual health. Can you give the meaning of mental intellectual health? Excellent! You've got it right. Mental intellectual health refers to the ability of an individual to think and improve his quality skills in life. It is the ability to rationalize things. Write down examples. Are you ready?
What is intellectual health? Intellectual health is one of the 8 interconnected components of total health. Intellectual health is vital to well-being as it plays the role of continually pushing us as individuals and humanity forward. It's easy to assume the intellectual health refers to your academic success like your GPA, your college degree, or standardized test scores. And while academic success can be an expression of intellectual health, it is actually a bit more complex within the total health framework. Intellectual health is all about having a love for learning and discovering, being open to new ideas and experiences, and possessing a fundamental belief that you are always capable of increasing understanding and improving yourself. Due to the interconnected nature of health, intellectual health powerfully influences the other components of health. Here are two examples: possessing an acquisitive spirit and learning to view failure and struggles as opportunity for growth can profoundly impact occupational health. Intellectual health also connects to mental emotional health. By being open to learning about and understanding difficult emotions, we can learn to cope in a healthy, life-changing manner. Like each of the elements of health, it's vital that you intentionally create intellectually habits. Here are a few habits you can integrate into your life. Always be a student, never stop searching for new understanding, and challenge yourself to look at things from multiple points of view. Develop strong study skills and learn how to manage your time, and set smart goals for yourself. Goals with guide you and give purpose to your actions. We will know it's time for you to take action by using this information.
Have you taken down examples? That's great! These are some mental, intellectual examples. Learn new things. Surf the internet. Read books. Solving mathematical equations. Let's take up social health. Can you give the meaning of social health? Very well said. Social health refers to how well you get along with other people, how other people react, and how you interact with social institutions.
Let's listen to the discussion about social health.
What is social health? Social health is a term that can be used to define two unique but related concepts. While one aspect of social health refers to your ability to interact with the people in your life, the other suggests the interactions within society as a whole. It is considered to be one of the most important factors that define individual health, as it indicates your social health in different settings. The three main indicators used to define the combined state of your health include physical health, mental health, and social health. Research studies also back the fact that a healthy social life can improve other types of human health, which means that an active social life can help you improve your state of mind and health. Generally, mental health and physical health is referred to how efficiently you are handling different bodily functions and processes. Social health, on the other hand, has nothing to do with functioning of your body, but how you interact and adapt in different situations. Social health also includes the understanding of consequences and benefits of different interactions in different settings. Dealing with the overall well-being of a human, social health deals with many other subjects like how society and members of the society deal with each other. Through professional relationships, family, friendships, and romantic relationships, social health refers to the overall ability to cope in different settings.
Have you taken down examples? Very good. These are sharing ideas and talents with peers. Make and keep friends. Play work with a group. Give and get help from others. Communicate well and show respect and care for yourself. Let's take up emotional health. Can you give the meaning of emotional health? Wonderful! Emotional health is the ability to accept failures, cope with your environment, and consider the feelings of others. It refers to how well you meet the demands of daily life and how you adjust to new situations. It also means expressing your happiness, love, joy, and hope, as well as sadness, anger, stress, and fear in helpful, productive ways.
Let's listen to the discussion about emotional
What is
health.
mental and emotional health? Mental and emotional health is one of the 8 interconnected components of total health and wellness. Mental and emotional health refers to the ability to be aware of your feelings and possessing the language and skills to express your emotions in a healthy and productive way. Additionally, it refers to your ability to cope with life events and to handle life's responsibilities. Due to the interconnected nature of health, mental and emotional health powerfully influence and impact the other components of health. For example, If you aren't able to identify and express your emotions in a healthy manner, it is very hard to connect with people and build relationships, thus limiting social well-being. Here's another example. If you cannot cope with the demands and stresses of work, your occupational well-being will diminish. Like each of the elements of health, it is vitally important that you create mentally and emotionally healthy habits. Habits include learning how to identify emotions, practicing healthy ways to express feelings, and keeping an optimistic outlook on life. Overall, strengthening mental and emotional health is vital to well-being, as mental and emotional health lay the foundation for many aspects of your total well-being. Now it's time for you to intentionally build mental and emotional health by taking this information and establishing healthy habits in your
Have you taken down examples? Wonderful! These are face life's problems squarely, handle stress and seek help if needed, express your emotion in positive ways, deal with life pressures and stress in positive ways, build strong communication network among family, friends, and peers. Let's take up also moral spiritual health. Can you give the meaning of moral spiritual health? You're so blessed. Moral spiritual health means being at peace and in harmony with yourself, others, and higher power. It refers to your religion, principles, personal beliefs, values, and faith. It also involves the quality of personal relationships or a love of nature. It involves a sense that life has meaning and purpose, and that you are in harmony with your purpose in life.
Let's listen to this lecture. There is a pandemic of spiritual dryness, emptiness, and even frustration and disappointments that seem to be harassing and embarrassing us as believers. This often causes us to start a new day unprepared, only trying to seek God when we encounter a crisis. The truth is, it's hard to start building up spiritual muscles in the midst of the storms of life. The key to abundant living and daily spiritual preparedness is to be recharged daily in our source of life. It will erase spiritual dryness forever in your life and make you always ready for your day. God does not have a day that He wants you to be spiritually dry and empty or not able to face the challenges of your day. This is not the same as saying we will not have challenges as Christians. The term devotional generally refers to the process of fellowshipping with God daily. The concept of fellowshipping daily is more important to understand than the terminology, devotional or devotions. There are two ideas that will help elucidate this concept, which work together. The first is staying connected to God to draw life from Him constantly as a branch that draws its life from the trunk of the vine tree. If we want to stay full of life and bear fruits, we should remain connected. If we stop drawing this life daily, which is being filled constantly by the Spirit, our spiritual lives wither away. This is illustrated in John chapter 15, verse 12. The second is that of car that refuels at a gas station. We all understand the concept of proper daily nutrition of the body, but still find it hard to grasp the necessity for constantly replenishing our spirit daily. This does not mean the Holy Spirit gets used up within us or gets drained out. There is such a thing as a spiritual renewal that requires us to be filled constantly and repeatedly with God. Many believers miss this and end up spiritually drained, exhausted, and empty. We fellowship with God by His Word and in prayer. The quality of time you spend daily in God's Word and prayer will determine the quality of divine life you will experience for that day. The challenges of our day do not understand the excuses of not having the time with God to get us ready to face them. Cultivate a devotional habit and change your life forever.
Have you take down examples? Amazing grace. These are telling the truth, showing respect and trust from others, seeking guidance from parents, teachers, religious leaders, and responsible adults. Let's explore environmental health. Can you give the meaning of environmental health? Wonderful! Environmental health means the understanding of the effect to ourselves of the air, the water, and the land that surrounds us. To recognize the impact of environmental and human-made hazards and the ability to find ways on how to protect ourselves and the ecological systems against these hazards is important of environmental health. Are you ready?
Environmental health is one of the 8 components of total health, and it refers to any factor outside of the body that can impact health, happiness, and well-being. These external factors can be classified as either physical, biological, or chemical. A few examples include the soil that our food is grown in, the air we breathe, and the water we drink. Like all components of health, environmental health is vitally important to total health and happiness because it powerfully impacts and influences the other components of health. Here are a few examples of how environmental health connects to the other components. Air quality is a great example. If the air quality is poor, the amount of time that I can or will want to spend outside playing, going to the park, or sitting on the porch socializing will be very limited, thus impacting my physical and social health. Another great example is the weather. The weather can greatly impact how we feel, thus impacting our mental and emotional health and well-being. With all of this in mind, it's time to ask yourself, how can I make sure my environment is as healthy as possible? Well, here are a few healthy habits connected to environmental health that you can put into your everyday life. Ditch the car and ride your bike, walk, or take public transportation instead. Refill your water bottle and stop buying plastic bottles. Research so you can make wise, eco-friendly shopping choices. With all of this in mind, it's time for you to be intentional about your environmental health because your health and happiness depends on it.
These are the examples of environmental health: planting trees, vegetables, and other fruit-bearing trees. Proper segregation of waste materials from biodegradable to non-biodegradable. Remember the 5 R's of waste management. We have the refuse, which includes garbage and rubbish. Garbage is mostly dry materials such as glass, paper, cloth, or wood. Reduce. Reduce is to help cut down the amount of waste we throw away. Reuse. Reuse is learning to reuse items or repurpose them into old jars and pots into ornaments and shipping containers and created them into home and offices. Repurpose. Repurpose refers to the process by which an object with one use value is transformed or redeployed as an object with an alternative use value. Recycle. Recycle is to use recycled paper for printing, handicraft, or ornaments. Let's continue the first episode of Health 7, which is the health habits and practices of adolescents in order to achieve a holistic health. Now, let's dig into it. A healthy child is active at home and in school. He is active to do the household routine like cleaning the house and the backyard. He has time to join with his parents in prayers, attending masses, and worship activities. He is alert and participates in classroom activities. He enjoys being with friends, classmates, and other children in the school. He is also practicing and actively attending the environmental activities in their place like tree planting and waste segregation. Being healthy is much more than not being sick. Your health is made up of physical, social, mental, spiritual, moral, and environmental resources that allow you to live a satisfying and productive life.
Holistic health can be achieved by practicing good health habits and submitting to screening tests. Screening test. Medical exam keeps you informed about your general health status. Dental exam keeps you informed of any dental problems. Height taking gives you an idea about your growth rate. Weight taking keeps you aware if you are within your ideal weight. Vision test keeps you informed of your visual acuity. Scoliosis test keeps you informed of any abnormal curvature of your spine. Breast self-examination checks unusual lumps. And hearing test check the ability to hear the loudness and pitch of the sound.
We have reached the end of the first episode of Health 7. Thank you very much for tuning in. Once again, I'm Teacher Mirna. See you next time. Bye!